Good morning. Here we are at Marchants again, and it's a lovely morning. The sun is being filtered at the moment, and I think it brings out the quality of the Agapanthus colours, and we're going to have a look at one or two of these now. I have to say, this particular plant is the pièce de résistance in the garden at the moment. This one's called Windsor Grey and comes out of the Savile Gardens stable. They held a very fine collection of them there. Obviously they were distributed from the garden. We've managed to end up with this one. I've got a couple of others too, but I think this is the finest one, and it's a unique Agapanthus. I mean, the colour is quite extraordinary. They say Windsor Grey, but in fact it's neither grey nor white nor lavender. But look at the quality of the flower there, and it's particularly beautiful in relation to the buds in the centre here, which are to open. I mean, I can't even describe that colour, really. Very beautiful. One of the strongest Agapanthus. We only divided this plant last year and put 5 clumps in. Well, there must be 60 or 70 flowers here. Quite extraordinary. Now, the other little plant that is growing by its side, a rather an odd juxtaposition, really, but this is a very old Agapanthus. This is Midnight Blue from the Slieve Donard nursery in Ireland, and it's a great favourite of mine. I love it. It's a good colour, and what I love about it too is the very narrow foliage, and on that point I will tell you that the narrower the foliage on an Agapanthus, the hardier they tend to be. And all of our Agapanthus are grown in the garden and not in pots. We just give them a mulch in winter. So that's Midnight Blue. The two that we're just about to show you now are not quite the quality that we would like to show you, but these are some of the pale blues that I selected. I'm particularly fond of this one here, which is a sort of grey blue from my Farrow and Ball range. But again, do you see this quality of the low foliage again, the very thin stem? I think that gives an Agapanthus a particular elegance. These were most probably at their best last week. As it is, Agapanthus flowers don't last a terribly long time, so when they are out, you have to enjoy them. Now, at the end here, we have a great excitement, because Hannah, who works with me closely, I set her to the task of pollinating some Agapanthus 2.5 years ago. In fact, 3.5 years ago, I think. And this is the product of those crosses. We've selected 4. This is, I think, one of the best. A really solid, dense blue. It really registers in the landscape. You know, if Agapanthus are too dark, you can barely see them. It's a recessive colour, a very dark Agapanthus, but this is just about right. And what we're aiming to do in the future, maybe by using these plants again, we're going to try and get some shorter Agapanthus for the border front and for smaller gardens. They're a wonderful genus, and they're at their best now in July through August, and we hope you'll come and see them. Thanks.